Hi zombie fans, video game viewer here. Real quick, I want to get this off my chest. If you did not like the first Dead Rising, you should still definitely check out the second one. I'm not sure what it is, but although I didn't like the first Dead Rising, I found myself loving the second one. So you should still either rent it or check it out at a friend's house or something like that, and at least see if it changes your mind at all. Moving on, the storyline to this game is you play as main character Chuck Green, who is an ex-motocross rider, and along with him is his daughter Katie. They head to the city of Fortune City, which is sort of like a Las Vegas type area with casinos and stuff, and he enters the game show Terror is Reality to earn money to buy his daughter Zombrex, which is the medication she needs so she doesn't turn into one of the infected. After he competes in the game show, he is framed. I'm not going to say how, I don't want to spoil it or anything, I'm sure you could probably guess though, but he is framed. So, he has 72 hours to keep his daughter alive with Zombrex, clear his name, and rescue as many survivors as possible. Some new additions to the game are being able to customize your own weapons. As you know, if you did play the first one, almost anything can be used as a weapon. Well, this time you can combine weapons to make even more badass weapons, such as 2x4 strapped to a lawnmower engine so you can just grind the zombies down. I'm sure you've seen the baseball bats with the nails in it, and there's a ton of others, too many to go over on here. Also, you can mix food items or drink items or both in a blender to make specialty drinks that can boost your stats and give you special abilities such as being able to run faster, repel zombies, even some crazy ones where you can spit fire. And another thing that can boost your stats are magazines. Although they do take up an inventory slot, they can give you an advantage. They can give you such things as a health boost, an extra slot to carry a weapon, better item durability. So all these things definitely add to a layer of strategy. But to be completely honest, I didn't find myself really going around and experimenting with these too much. Not because I didn't want to, just because of the time constraints. You're always on a time limit and you're always running somewhere to do something, and you don't always have the time to stop and look around for two items to combine to make a specialty weapon. In fact, I found myself getting by mostly with just the baseball bat with the nails, or a few other quick items that you can throw together real quick, such as boxing gloves and knives to make like Freddy Krueger hands. The gameplay, as I said, plays almost identical to the first Dead Rising control-wise, with the only additions, you know, being able to make weapons and stuff. But again, in this game, almost everything is or can be used as a weapon. Graphics-wise, I have no complaints. The character models look great, the environments are rich in detail, and the city at night with all the lights and the gleam looks just amazing. And they pack a ton of zombies on the screen at once. Although I did see some frame rate hits from time to time, it was nothing that ruined the experience and was easily forgettable. The sound in this game is, it's alright. Most of the time when you're running around through the casinos, you're going to be listening to boring ambient elevator music and the moans and wails of zombies. And from time to time you might get a little bit of a rock heavy metal mix in when you're designing weapons or when you're in a boss fight. But be prepared to listen to hours of just elevator music. Also in the game, there are a few other additions that I would like to mention. There are a ton of mini games that you can play, such as standing in a booth where they blow money all over and you have to grab as much as possible by mashing the A button. There's a mechanical bull, there's a ton of other mini games, and I doubt I've even found them all. But those are really, really fun to play and definitely are a nice little side distraction to the zombie slaughtering that you're inevitably going to be doing. The boss battles are challenging, and the story is engaging enough to keep you interested till the end. Also new to Dead Rising is online play. you can do this one of two ways. There is co-op, which is jump in and jump out at any time. As you're walking around in the game world, you're carrying a walkie-talkie with you to keep in communications with other survivors back at the safe house. If one of your friends is online and is playing Dead Rising, he can join your game, in which case your walkie-talkie will ring and you can hit the appropriate button and invite him into your game. The downside is he is also going to be playing as Chuck Green. Now granted, you can be wearing different clothes, but you are going to be playing as clones of each other. This isn't a big drawback, and it still is fun as hell to get in there and just mess the hell out of zombies with whatever you can grab. Also, there's 4-player online competitive modes. There's Terror is Reality, where you are going to go head-to-head with 4 other players in 8 different game modes. Every time you play Terror is Reality, you're going to have 4 game modes selected for you. Actually, the 4th one will always be Slice Cycles, but the other 3 will be different mini-game modes, such as Ramster Ball, where you have to smash into each other to gain the power from another player and try to avoid being hit as long as possible to rack up points. There's Zomboni, where you need to run over zombies with a Zamboni and then spray their blood into the mouth of like a big zombie head, and a ton of other ones. I thought it was not really going to be that good, but I was instantly hooked the minute I played it. The online games are incredibly fun and really addictive, and they're easy to get the hang of, so almost anybody can grab these and play these. So, all that said, Dead Rising 2 as a whole is a really complete package. It's really fun, no matter if you're playing online or offline, and I'm giving it an 8.3 out of 10. This has been the Video Game Viewer. Thanks for watching.